Philadelphia Eagles. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Break. 53's mark. Check. 53's mark. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Jones on 1st and 10. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Room here to run. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Mike, 58, right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And Davis with it left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Ready. 50, plant. What we got? Bang. Look at me, zipper. Sponge. Now.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Hey, echo. Let's go.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Get it.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Go.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Haywood.
53, Mike. Switch up.
Let's go.
Throwing Jones. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Evan Ingram there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, D.
Wentz going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Wentz now to throw, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes Peppers. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, over.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I smell fear in the offense.
Five.
Now Jones. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On the double.
54, right there. 54, Mike. So we got man.
Hey. Hey, Delta.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check.
Hey, stack.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Okay, double up. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Safe. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 27 yards there, a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming for you.
Ready?
Off play action. Jones. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
Throwing again. Jones. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
We got to get the ball. See you get the ball right here.
Yes.
53.
Hey, exit. Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go. 180.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Jones on 3rd down. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. On 1st down, it's Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Shift. Undercut. Undercut. 49. Check 49. Check 5.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Jackson. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Right back to Sanders on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Throwing is Wentz. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hey, Charlie!
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Bravo!
Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Go!
To throw again on second down. Jones. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go! 18 Gators!
53, Bandit!
Jones now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
.47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Get it.
They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Dallas.
Set. 70. Indy.
Watch the out, watch the out. Kill, kill, kill.
Hard. Hey.
Check 9, check 9. Watch the out.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Check, 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 check.
Yep.
Ringo.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Second and 11. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Hey, high 7.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. They're able to locate Wilson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Check 25, check 25. He's checking.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. This is Hunt. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They run with Hunt. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Daniel Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Zoo. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Jones. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jet bombers, jet bombers.
Check, Lucky.
Floor.
SOS.
Drop, rocket.
Now Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
36.
Hey, lock it. Snap.
Jones on 1st and 10, being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Check, 47. You don't want nothing.
You're out.
You don't want to see me.
Now.
Check 37.
On first down, it's Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 120.
53's mine. Watch the flag.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
46 down, man. 5-4.
53, Mike. Oh, yeah.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wins to throw again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
You draw corker.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Watch the safety creep. Hey,
Look, squeeze.
show it up.
Look at me. Zipper. Fight.
Here's Hunt. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
C6.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. A 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Target, 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 target. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. No, no, no. Hey, check 24.
Buzz.
Check out.
They run again with Hunt.
Let's go. Come on.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down. Tonight's final score.
Well, my friend, for the